Hi everyone, my name is Kelvin. This is my fourth video when it comes to database management. Now we are still on the second tip where we are talking about filtering. In the last video, we talked about using the autofilter where we talk about how do we filter based on each criteria and how to use the wildcard to present our data using the filter. However, in this video, I'm going to talk about how do we set up and use the advanced filter. Okay, so I will be sharing with you the data again, the same set of data that I have used for the video 1, 2, 3, and now the fourth video. All right, so this is the same video that I'm going to, same data that I'm going to use here, but I'm going to use this feature in your ribbon here, this advanced filter. Now, many of them have seen this button, but they have no idea what does this advanced filter do. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you how we can extract the data. Now, my example is that I would like to extract the data out from this database, but not here. I want to extract it into a different worksheet, right? According to the criteria that I set up, and I only want them to give me the column information that I need. I do not need all. Okay, so I'm going to start. First step, how do we set it up? And second step, how do we filter it? So let me just go through the process with you. Now I'm going to start by creating a new worksheet now. Now, if I go to the new worksheet, I will have an empty worksheet, which is nothing. So I do not want to prefabricate the file. So that's why I'm doing it from scratch. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to the filter. I'm going to highlight a set of the title, right? A set of this title. I'm going to highlight them. I'll make a copy, and I will paste it into this blank worksheet. And yeah, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to paste it following the column width. So I'll keep the source column width so that I don't have to adjust the column myself. I want them to follow the previous worksheet, the size of each column. Now, let's just say I want to filter out those data from the segment called corporate. Okay, and I'm looking for the manager Sam. I only want to pull out the data that belongs to Sam from the corporate customer segment. And I also need to look at only those greater than 4,000. That means the net profit which is greater than 4,000. So based on this criteria that I'm having, what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to ask Excel, okay, take this criteria, go to the database, find all the matching data, make a copy, and paste it underneath here. But when I paste it here, I don't need all my 10 columns. I only need the information that I need. So let's just say, in this particular example, I only need 6 columns, which is from order date all the way until I have my product category. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which means I'm going to omit 4 columns. I do not need the document number. I do not need the order ID. I do not need to know what is the product subcategory or which product they buy. I only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 columns. So I'm going to copy that title. I'm going to make a copy and put it down here. So let me recap. I'm going to ask Excel, can you please take this criteria, go to the database, find all the matching information, make a copy, but when you copy and paste it over here, you just have to paste this title. That's all I need, right? That's all I need from this advanced filter. All right, so let's take a look. But prior to this, I'm going to do something else first. I'm going to go to this database. I'm going to give this database a name. So I'm going to select the entire table. I'm going to give this name my database. So I go to this name box and I give it a name. Now, for those of you who want to find out more about this trick, you can go to one of the video called using name range in my channel. Look through it. Look for something called name range, and then you can understand what I'm trying to do here. So please go back to that video and and watch. Right? So now I already do a favor to myself where I say, okay, this is my database and they will launch this data for me. All right, let's do that. So I'm going to click any empty cell here. Now, one of the very best practice that I can think of here is that please, when you want to start your advanced filter, please do not select a cell where there are something on top, bottom, left, right, or diagonally next to them. So make sure that there's nothing surrounding the cell. So this is where you're going to start. You're going to go to Data, Advanced Filter. Now, when we are doing this the first time, no information will be recorded. Okay, so this is our very first time on doing it. So the list range is actually referring to where is your database. So my database is called my database. This is why I call it my database. It's going to be really easy for me to remember. It's my database, right? Now, the criteria, in the other hand, is actually referring to this. So I'm highlighting A1 to J2. Now, why J2? Because I need to include what is the criteria I'm using. Right, so that's the criteria range. However, you notice that the copy to is not active. How am I going to put it there? Now, why is not active? Now, if you look carefully, under the action, it says there you are going to filter the list in place, which is the original database. No, that's not what I'm planning to do. I'm planning to copy it to another location, which is at the bottom here. So now I have to click this, copy to another location. And what do you see? You will see that the copy to now is active. Now, for this particular section, you don't select a big range because you do not know how many record is going to be pulled over, right? So what you do is you just copy to, you just highlight the title. Just the title will do. Just the header that you see here. Now, I'm going to click OK. You will notice that Excel now will pull out the corporate, SAM, and those transaction above 4,000 only. All right. So I'm going to repeat this one more time for the second time. So I'm still clicking on this empty cell, but let's change this to, let's say, Sam, not Sam, Chris. So I want to know Chris corporate more than 4,000. Now, remember, the step is click on the empty cell that has nothing surrounding it. Then you go to the advanced filter. You put in there my database. Click the copy to another copy to. Now, what you realize in this dialog box this time is that the criteria range and the copy to area is already filled up. You don't have to do this the second time. It's only the first time when you are setting it up, you need to fill up all the rest. Okay, but when you're using the second time, now since the database is coming from another worksheet, therefore I will have to put in the list range again and click copy to another location. That's all. These are the two things you need to do. So when I click OK, the data now has changed to only those data from the manager called Chris. Now that's how advanced filter perform, and in most database program, this particular feature is called database query. We are running a query. We tell them to find the data, but when we extract it out, we only need a portion of the data. We don't want everything. So I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to my channel and click on the notification if you feel that the videos are useful in your everyday work, right? So see you in the next video where I'm going to talk about some other topics. So thank you so much.